Hello, I am Arez. This is our audience.
Tamar, and I'm not an audience because I'm not sitting behind you.
Okay, sure. But
Yeah.
so this is not exactly the same as the last map. If you guys saw my newest post, it was pretty sad, but I managed to fix it mostly. So we saw
sad.
so in the last video we saw Germany invade some of Poland, Ukraine do that too, Denmark invade Norway. And yeah. And also we had Sudan get annexed by South Sudan, and this is not a perfect map. It just the map got pretty ruined.
Yeah, pretty ruined by you.
It got pretty ruined, and so this is gonna be mostly how it is. Like there's like this small details like near Istanbul, but for the most part it's the same. So
bro, I look like a cartoon right now.
Okay, please stop.
Sorry. There, now I don't look like a cartoon.
Okay, so the first very unexpected thing that will happen is Russia getting a big rebellion centered around St. Petersburg.
Must be sad.
Yeah, so they got some rebels, and they are pro-Eastern, which is really bad for the West. So the West is very well supplying Russia, but they took over Russia's second most populated city and are pushing into Belarus because Russia was not prepared for this. They managed to take most of Belarus, take Minsk, and now Russia is in a kind of a tricky situation. Some of their two largest cities have just been captured. But now that they are fully mobilized after a couple of months, they managed to push them back, recapture Minsk, and push around. But then another unexpected thing happens, and that is Belarusians start rebelling, and they make an agreement to be more Eastern. So they work together, push back the Russians a tiny bit. But now Russia is beginning to push more. And I forgot to tell you, this is part 5 of War on Maps. Every country goes to war, and I am Rez. I forgot to say that. And yes, Tamar, what is the question?
I just have one question.
Yes?
How is the red invading Russia if there's no other red spots on the map? Or no spots?
No, that's because it's like a civil war.
Oh, yeah, now I get it. Okay, thank you.
So yeah, these guys are the Russians managed to nearly take St. Petersburg, and also they didn't take it, but they sieged it, and eventually kept pushing down, and eventually it was like Belarusians everybody for themselves, and the Belarusians got wiped out. St. Petersburg was taken over, and everybody lived happily ever after. Right, guys?
Is that literally it?
No, it's not over. There's some guys in here that started rebelling.
Wait, give me 1 second.
Yes. We'll wait.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay, so let's see what's gonna happen. So because Russia has like nobody over here, they pretty easily sweep around and capture basically nothing. But now Russian defenses that were positioned over here oh yeah, I forgot something, but I will do that after this war. And so now they're pushing more, but then Russian defenses that were placed on the previous border with China are now heading up there and manage to push back till a stalemate is made, until some of the Russian troops that were fighting over here are shipped over here. So now they make a naval landing on the Kamchatka Peninsula, and the entire thing is centered around this city, which I forgot what it was, and they managed, instead of taking it,
You
they
keep
only,
forgetting the cities.
yes, but they managed to siege the capital, which made these guys they retreated out of there, and they made a counterattack to reconnect, and eventually started pushing back the Russians. But eventually the Russians captured the city, this entire thing. So that's how that was going. But now I just need to fix this little border.
Oh, that's sad. Why do you keep wrecking countries or
And then
places?
I forgot that this area was given back to China, I think. And then Korea unified with China to make a pretty darn strong economy. Why are all those islands highlighted?
Probably from one of your last videos.
Yeah. Gonna fix that. Oh, and I forgot this area is also given back to China to help rebuild their economy. Oh wait, I need to redo something. This entire area was completely given back to China. I forgot to do that, but I'm sorry for the delay of doing this, but this entire area was given back to China. This place united with China. Korea united with China. These places were given back. This area was given back. So, yeah, after that. Amir, please don't. I'm
Just let him shut up.
Okay. So now let's see. So the world.
But you're leaving if you don't shut up.
So now let's go see how the world looked right before we started this thing. This is how the world looked at the very beginning of this. Now let's see how it looks right now.
Still looks the same.
How does it look the same?
Oh,
You see,
I thought you meant because of the colors.
Yeah.
Wait, show me the first one.
this is how it looked at the very beginning.
Mhm.
Now let's see how it looked at this video.
Not a big difference actually.
Look at North America.
Sad.
Da, 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 da.
Yeah, this North America is sad. This one has lines.
Also, this is how Ukraine looks.
Sad.
This is how Ukraine looked. Now this is how it looks now. At least it's after 100 years of being completely taken over by Russia and then finally being released. And now Germany looks a lot bigger than what it used to.
I know I'm so good at dancing.
So come on. Oh yeah, I also forgot some stuff virtual lost over here, but those are small differences, like you saw in my latest post. But now let's just see. All right, so I have no idea if this war would ever happen, but in my mind, it will, because why not?
But why?
South
Like,
Africa.
I get
South
why
Af-
you're saying why not, but like why?
I have barely any political knowledge of Africa, so I'm just doing wars that, because this is like in 250 years, anything could happen by then. So
Yeah.
eventually this war ends, and I do not need to explain it because it's pretty self-explanatory. And in the peace treaty, you guessed it, it's fully annexed by South Africa. Now South Africa is a bit bigger.
A bit.
Just a bit.
We told you to shut up.
So, and next, South Africa is going to continue its reign of terror by invading Madagascar. South Africa just really wants to be big. So it starts making naval landings, starts supplying them with very powerful stuff. and then pushing,
Stop.
and then keep pushing up. Like,
Bruh, stop saying stuff. You're like, stop.
okay, sure. All right, and also
Stop.
more naval landing, and Madagascar eventually surrenders. And as you can see, it's fully annexed. And this gets a huge African coalition against them.
Oh, we all know who's gonna win.
So they get the strongest country in Africa to join in on their side, and also some other guys that want to be bigger. So they're gonna. So this is pretty evenly matched up.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, I guess so.
So, but there will be a big game changer that I might add. But let's see.
Changer.
So first, of course, Egyptian troops cross into Sudan, capture the northern part.
What is Sudan?
This country.
Okay.
And then, so yeah, that's how Egypt then faces the main Sudanese forces. So they are stopped. But down here, these countries are kind of surrounded. So they eventually die. And now, and I'm sorry about the background noise, that's my baby brother. So now there's pushing up this area, but not before this is part of this guy. Not before there were, I don't know how to say it. How do you say the DRC's nationality? Okay, yes, Tamar, what's your question?
My question is,
Yes.
this is not a question, it's common. I was playing on my mom's phone, and I went into Snapchat and I took a picture of a mirror with a very embarrassing filter. I forgot the word filter.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
You should have seen it.
Can you ask your mom to send it to me so I can post it on the
No,
YouTube channel? I'm just kidding, I won't do it. So now more Egyptian forces are crossing into Sudan, which makes it easier to push in. And but the DRC is pushing into Angola.
Wow. Let me pause for a second and you go eat.
Just a sec. I'm just gonna finish this war. Tell them that.
I think you'd want to see this. Alone is hitting your dad downstairs.
I know that. Yeah, it always happens. Please go down. Don't. So I'm
She's just very annoying.
I know. I'm very sorry about that background noise, but it won't happen. And this video is gonna end after this war. So let's just see. And I am gonna add the big game changer, and that is a very neutral country. And now, because they approve of South Africa and like them, so they send all their troops, and eventually all these places surrender because they know they cannot take on Brazil. Even all of them combined.
Brazil is cool.
Brazil is strong.
Brazil is cool.
And eventually, this entire area.
Okay.
So they all just eventually surrender because they know they don't stand a chance against Brazil. What about this guy?
But Brazil lost in the World Cup.
No, Brazil won the World Cup. No.
No.
Oh,
That was Brazil. Yeah, but I'm talking about this year.
So eventually everyone surrenders, and in the peace treaty, guess who gets half of this and guess who gets the other half?
But there's still a blue guy.
I'm okay with that. I don't care.
Half Brazil gets half.
Stop. So now in the peace treaty, Egypt gets half, and I'm very sorry about all the background noise. Can you tell them that I'm gonna come after the end of this video?
It's coming after the end of this video.
In a tiny bit. A tiny bit. So Egypt gets the most because it's stronger. And Brazil doesn't get anything. They just approved of South Africa. But now South Africa gets the rest of this. And that means 2 allies are like controlling all of Africa now. Why is it so hard to erase all these borders? No. Let's do one country at a time. And I'm very sorry about the background noise. I need to get like a thing that I put on the door that says like video in progress. Do not disturb under any circumstances. And yeah, that would help a lot. This is annoying me so much. Why is it so hard? Bigger.
I think you erased some of Europe's place.
You know what? How about these two countries just unite and become a very powerful country?
I'm back.
All right. So we have the two major powers, that Egypt and South Africa, uniting, and now they are more powerful than Brazil.
Ooh, Brazil's pretty strong, and they're stronger than Brazil now.
Brazil
Brazil has a bunch of white spots. You know that, right? That's not Brazil.
That's
some random place. But that's some random place has a bunch of white spots. You know.
yes. I'm completely okay with that though. So after having like this new humongous country that's probably like around the size of, it's very big. Yeah, it's very big.
Asia times 5.
No,
Asia's huge.
Asia is like much bigger than this. But still, now we have a new very
Asia's
powerful
as big as
country.
Ariza's head.
But still, they are not a global superpower. And yeah, so that's how that ends up. And now this will be the end of part 6. Don't forget to like and subscribe to War on Maps. And if you guys want to see the comedy video, which I talked about in more detail on the last video, you should vote in the description
Of last video.
Yeah. Or this video. I'm also gonna put in this video. And so far, comedy is winning by
By
1
2.
vote. By 1 vote. Okay.
Next time it's my turn.
So next time he will be our permanent audience. You will be the behind audience.
Mean.
Sorry. But that's gonna be the end of this part of this series of what is happening.
Serious.
This is gonna be the end of part 6 of Every Country Goes to War Once. And as you can see, a lot of countries have been destroyed here. So I will see you in part 7.
Me too. Me 3.
Bye.